we can see concrete beams, we can see red brick, we can see big bars of metal. I really am trying for you guys. I am trying to remember that it's called concrete, not cement.
Good morning, team. It's a very exciting morning. It's a very exciting day today, and here's the reason why. Fairly soon, I'm confident I should be able to start getting involved with building something on site, because there'll be stuff for me to do. For now, though, I'm just going to climb on. This is what's happening. Look at this. This is the base part of our floor going in place. So, how it works. We got these big concrete beams here, and they span all the way across quite long lengths. If anybody remembers the tiny house build, I had all sorts of problems with these beams because they've got reinforced steel inside concrete forms. You've got a T-shaped concrete beam that air blocks sit into, and then eventually we will pour an entire slab of concrete all the way across the top of the entire floor that will attach the rebar to these concrete beams and cover over the top of all the bricks. And then eventually on top of that we'll put an insulation layer, a heated floor layer, and then tiles. So that's how it's going to, but the tiles and the heated floor is a little while away yet. So that's what's happening today. I think the entire floor is going to go down today, so that's going to be jolly exciting. So what that means is probably within the next few days we're going to be able to see a full footprint of what's going on and how the house is taking shape. And that is going to be so cool.
Man, it's a big day, everybody. I can't believe it. It's so nuts how fast this project is going. We have a slight complication today in that our usual childcare plan for the boys has fallen through. So we've got them at home, which means it's going to be a lot of dividing to conquer and a lot of kind of just juggling, which is a little bit tricky sometimes on days when we have planned to work. So that's always, yeah, it's just, that's the juggle, isn't it? Sometimes it happens like that. So it's one of those days, it could go either way. It could be a really great day today and we get loads done, or it could be a total write-off. But one thing's for sure, these guys have got their stuff sorted, and they're going to have a great day. I know it.
What I can see about these concrete beams is that they've been delivered to be the exact right length for where they need to fit into place. We're basically just slotting them into the rebar supports, and these are structural supports. These are really important. They'll be heavy concrete, but they're being fitted into that so that they're all glued together, and they have arrived on site pretty much the right length. So we're just fitting the ones over the not garage over there right now, and they're just all literally dropping and going into place. It wouldn't surprise me that if by the end of today all of those red blocks are lined up and we've got what we can see as an actual floor into place.
John has managed to get himself involved in the build, and he's laying bricks. These guys are very patient having us on here filming. We've got a big cement beam going across the top there. I'm not sure where those ones are going. Looks like over to this side maybe, but anyway, how are you doing over there, love?
Yeah, really cool. Love it.
Hang on, let me get a bit closer.
Not to be the guy that gets in the way, but this is a job that I can do and I can help and I can be involved with. So we've got the blocks going down. That's the air blocks for the floor. Really simple, just drop them into place. When we're leaving a little gap here, I think earlier I was questioning what happens with those wooden beams there that they place. Why are they there? Are they supporting something? Anyway, the plan is to put rebar in between and then fill it with concrete. So it's actually another beam that we're creating by having the gap.
Não, ali à frente não está muito pressa, eu ali não está pressa. É muito melhor, mais fácil. Vamos uns poucos de sol daqui e trouxe tudo. Espera aí. Opa!
Now I know what the plastic's for.
Ei! Aqui tem os 6.
Alright, fingers crossed. I'm here for a little while. Great. A jumper on top of a jumper. Okay, maybe I'll put my hat back on. It's not that warm yet.
Vamos, vamos, vamos!
Não entra? Dá-lhe no frio para trás, não?
Então dá no frio para trás?
Não, mas fica.
Opa! É. Opa!
Tá bom. Tá certo, tá bom. Deixa eu mais que mais fico. Só cuida.
Olha aqui não vai uma briga numa lata.
Vem para caçar o almoço. Caralho, eu não tinha lá uma força porque... Você deixa isso aí que foi bom. Você deixa isso aí que foi bom.
So I just had Joachim, the main boss guy, come in and have a quick look, make sure that I'm doing it okay. He mentioned that a couple of the blocks that I put into place were wobbling a little bit. He doesn't want to see any wobbles, so I've had to take out a few and replace them and knock them, squeeze them together a bit. But all in all, I think it's going pretty well. And it's a really satisfying job to be able to do as well. You see real progress quite quickly as the blocks go into place. To be able to stand on our kitchen, this right here, we'll have a countertop right there and a countertop here. Big window right there and another window here looking out over the olive tree and the drive. And then of course we'll have a little doorway out onto the terrace right here with all of that view over there. I'm so excited, but it's kind of cool because now we can get the feel for what kind of an elevation we've got going on and how it looks to be standing on our floor. As these blocks go down into place, we're also creating the room downstairs, which is basically giving us a sense of what kind of a storage space we've got. The not garage, we're calling it. Just yesterday, actually, Tara was saying how excited she is to start making a whole bunch of pickles this year because there'll be somewhere to store the pickles. You know, build a big shelf unit down there, start making really cool foods that we can store for winter, and I don't know, it's all part of that big self-sustainable off-grid type of dream, isn't it? Brilliant.
Bless him. John is having so much fun putting those bricks down. He has been itching to get involved, as you guys know. So it's really nice to see him actually able to kind of be a part of the team, if you will. And it's also a perfect moment for me to say a massive thank you to the sponsor of today's episode, our longtime friends and sponsors, Surfshark. So as John joins the team of builders, why don't you guys join our team over at Surfshark and look after yourselves while you're on the internet. Surfshark is a VPN, which is super important to be using anytime you're online, especially if you're doing things like banking, shopping, sharing your credit card details. Surfshark encrypts all of that information so that nobody who shouldn't get a hold of it is able to read it and get a hold of it and do nefarious things with it. It's pretty genius. We also use it a ton when we travel to keep us safe on public Wi-Fi networks, which is when you're most vulnerable, but also because it allows you to move the location of your IP address. And what that means is that we can watch TV programs from home or from the UK, or we can check hotel and flight prices because sometimes they differ depending on where your IP address is located. Strange, but true. So if you haven't signed up for Surfshark yet, now is the time to do it. Please use our link in the description below. You don't need a special code or anything. Just click on that link to sign up. You'll get an extra 4 months for free, and you'll make sure that you are keeping yourself safe online. The afternoon is progressing and I cannot tear him away.
What's that, darling?
I said the afternoon's progressing and I cannot tear you away.
I'm enjoying it.
Do you think it'll be done before the end of the day? I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, it's just me putting the blocks in place at the moment.
Okay.
So what's interesting is we've got two different sized blocks. As well as the really big, thick blocks that you see me putting in at the moment, we've got these thinner ones as well. So I asked Joachim, why is that? Why have we got two different sizes? So apparently the thinner ones are going to go over this end. And get this, it's to balance the house. That's what I understood.
The weight of it?
Yeah, so less air, more concrete, heavier.
Oh, okay.
More air, less concrete, lighter. So on top of this, there'll be 5 centimeters of concrete slab.
Okay.
And then on top of this, there'll be 15 centimeters.
And why is it balanced? Because of the not garage or what?
I mean, Eduardo's the architect. He'll tell you, but
Okay.
I don't know. But that's what I understand. I mean, maybe I got that totally wrong, but that's what I understood them saying.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, just leave those ones there. I'm just going to work on this side because I know it's all got to be thick blocks this side. So.
Yeah, cool. Okay, well done.
I also had Joachim come and tell me that 1 or 2 of the blocks were a bit too wobbly, that I had to do them again.
That's good. I have to say, something's really clicked for me today. I don't know, I think it's because you can actually start to feel the structure. You know, you can, like, there's now something that looks a little bit more like a building because there's a floor to it. There's like literally a switch gone off in my head that has ramped up the excitement levels to the next level, like now I can really, like I can feel it in my heart what it's going to be like to have this home finished, you know, to live here, to be in this space. Before, it's all just like a figment of your imagination. You know, you've got the plans, you've got the drawings, and you know what you want it to look like, but you don't really know what it's going to feel like. And we still don't know for sure, but today is a tipping point for me. Now it's just excitement central, for sure. This is incredible. I'm going to go down for the first time into the new not garage, my giant pantry. What will be a giant pantry, I think, and like a wine cellar. And have a chat to John from below him. And it'll be really interesting to get a sense for just how big that space is now that it's got a roof over it, you know. Every time something's added, it starts to feel really different. So we'll go and have a look without getting in anybody's way. All right, love, I'm going in.
Do it.
Wow. So we've left this rock exposed because we wanted as part of the kind of look and feel of this. And actually, they built these steps so they could access that level. I might tell them to leave them there because they're kind of cool. They could make like a nice shelf, you know. So picture shelves all along here, wine rack maybe over the rock. And then this bit, there's going to be some steps going up to the other level. I think we're going to try and get a garage for the car at the other side there. And then like general storage for all the stuff that's currently in the not garage. But look, we have what sort of looks like a roof. Oh man, this is so exciting. And bear in mind, everybody, you are currently on wide angle, which is making it look enormous. It is a big space, but it's not as big as it looks on your screens right now. Let me show you kind of normal and see if that makes give you a bit better idea of perspective. There we go. Without wide angle, you can see there's the width. It's kind of, you know, it's not enormous. It's a huge space, but it's not enormous space. I'm coming underneath. You don't drop a brick on me.
All right, work stopped.
Hello.
Hello.
Having fun?
Yeah, I am having fun.
Darling, this is going to be beautiful down here with the exposed rock, and they've got those steps in the corner. I think they should leave them there.
To just make them into the shelves.
Yeah, exactly.
Your
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be really cool. And we are going to put stone as well. I think we're going to make the walls in here stone. So, yeah, it's going to be epic. Don't drop a brick on me.
What you cooking tonight, darling?
I don't know, why? Oh. Well, not pasta then.
There we go, folks. That was a typical blonde answer, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
No, come on, man. Yellow tile, here we go again.
Here we go again. You'll be careful in these parts. So, love, tell me,
Yeah.
once they've got the cement down, sorry, the concrete, once they've got the concrete down, up above like what you're putting down now, will they take these scaffolding poles away immediately, or do those stay until the whole building is up?
No, it comes all down, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I'd imagine they'll give it a few days.
Okay, and then they'll take it all down. you nearly finished? My darling, are you nearly finished? I do remember you this morning going, I think this will be done by lunchtime.
You know me. I thought that biopool was going to be done by lunchtime.
You thought that biopool was going to be done in 2022. It's alright, love, we'll get there eventually.
Hey, look, optimism, that's the key.
So I think this is our 4th truck of bricks that has arrived today. They've been coming in thick and fast. We're probably about 25% of the floor laid down with these air bricks. Definitely thought we would be further along. Not we, I say we, it's a very royal we. But I definitely thought, this morning we were like, this is going to go so fast. What a simple process. It'll be done by lunch. It is nearly the end of the day now, and we're probably, like I say, 25% done up there. John hasn't stopped. He's been going all day. He was supposed to be down on the biopool because he wanted to get that liner in. I think we're going to shift that to tomorrow again. But he's just loved having the opportunity to be back on site, actually doing something towards our home. I've just seen him up there being kind of coached a little bit by one of the guys. I think he had put some of the blocks down a little bit funny, so he's just fixing that. But it's been a really, really, really good day. Considering it started off this morning with childcare falling through and all feeling a little bit stressful and the biopool kind of flooding through the walls, it's been fairly peaceful. The boys are currently down with Joao, probably getting absolutely caked in mud, but they're delighted, and the build's going so well. For sure something, for sure it's an exciting day. The floor starts going down. Once that concrete goes in, we can walk on it. We have a house, almost. Oh dear, it's good times, man. Such good times.
I'm building a house. I'm building a house. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. I'm not just tiling a wall or building a deck or, I don't know, planting a tree. I'm here building a house. And I'm tired. It's been a long couple of days, folks.